Hi children, how are you all? Welcome to today's science class. You remember previous class we were learning about the usefulness of plants. Yes, by now you all know that how plants are useful to us. They provide us food, they give us oxygen for breathing and also a wide variety of things we get from the plants for our comfortable living. So in today's class we are going to see another part of the lesson, that is whether the animals need plants or what. Do really animals also need plants like us? That is what is going to be our today's learning, children. So today we will learn animals need plants or not. So that is what we are going to learn. So to as usual, to learn about that, to understand about this, let us do one simple activity. You can take out your rough book and you can write any two names, any two animal names. Yes, children, and you can write the names of any two animals and we'll see whether these two animals are going to depend on plants or not. Yes, shall we start? Yes. So first, shall we take deer, children? Very good. So if you take a deer, just imagine a deer in the forest. Yes, you imagine in your mind a deer is in the forest. So the deer needs food. Does it need food, children? Food, children? Yes. So deer need food. What is the food of the deer? Plants. So deer will be in search of plants to get its food. Yes. So deer gets. So it depends on plants for its food. Yes. So now it is happily eating the food plants. Suddenly a lion or tiger came to kill the deer. So you all know that what the deer will do, it will start running fastly. And when it is running fastly, will it not try to hide somewhere, children? Hide under in the forest, what will be there? It can hide under the grass or hide under the tree somewhere. So even the plants help the deer to hide from predators, to hide itself from predators. Also the plant will help. And also now, by now this deer is escaped. It escaped from the predator, means who is trying to catch it, and it want to, now it is so tired, it want to take rest. It is a hot sun is there. So what it will do, it will go under a big tree and the shade, it will take rest. Even the plants give them shelter. No, children? Yes. So food, directly it is eating the food, and to escape from the enemies it needs the plant's help, and also to get the shelter. What else may be the what way it may be the plants may be useful to us, is useful to the deer, you can think. So we will consider another. By the time you are thinking about that, we will take another animal also. We will think about the another animal. So which animal we will write? Shall we go for shall we write lion now? Yes, we'll see lion. So lion's food is not the plant. Yes, lion depends upon the deer or rabbit and all. So how it is going to depend on the plants now? So the lion want to catch the same forest. The lion want to lion's food. If lion is not getting the food, it will die. So it want to go and get the deer or rabbit. Slowly it is going. It has to hide and then only it can go and attack and get its food. So for that also it will hide under the grass or tree somewhere. So even lion, to catch the prey, they for hiding, they too need the plant's help. And now by now the lion is tired. Even all the time they won't be taking rest in the cave. Sometimes they will be under the shelter of the tree also. They can, for the shelter also they need the plants. Yes. So and also also see, if we talk about the deer or lion, both of them they have to breathe. No, all the animals breathe. They need oxygen. So they, from where the oxygen will be available for them? From the plants which are there in the forest. So both of them need to get oxygen. Both want to get oxygen, right? So they will depend on plants for getting oxygen. Not only hiding, not only shelter, not only the food directly. Indirectly, even lion, if deer is not there, rabbit is not there, lion also will not get food. So they are also depending on the plants. Like this, you can keep on. If you take a small butterfly, the butterfly also needs plant. No, they'll suck the nectar from flowers. You had seen. So they need they depend on plant. So like this you can keep on, we can add up so many plants, so many animals, and you see that somehow they are depending on the plants for various purpose. So now we'll further learn about this, and you can add up one more small animal or big animal. You take elephant. Even elephant also, there is a grass called elephant grass, so big grass, tall grasses. Even elephants will go back of that grass and they'll hide themselves. Why they have to hide? They have to protect themselves from the enemies, so they have to hide. For that also the grasses and trees in the forest will help them. Yes, if suppose somebody is coming to attack them, they need to hide themselves. For that they need, and you know that elephant depend on, it's a plant eating animal, it depends on the plants for its food. Even elephants need the oxygen. If you take the bird, see, they will collect the pieces of plant parts to build their nest. Like that many animals for their shelter, they will take the grass, they will take the dry leaves and all. So to make their shelter also they need the help of plants. Yes, now we'll see how plants are going to be useful to animals. So just now we have taken deer and lion as an example. An elephant, just I said you how it is also depending on the plants for its food and hiding from the predators or to get the food also. So now animals need plants. What for they need the plants? So they need the plants for their food, directly or indirectly. They depend on plants for their food, and also they depend on plants for their shelter, and also they depend on plants to get the oxygen to breathe. They also need oxygen for breathing, so that they get from the plants, and also they get the building materials like the twigs, dry leaves and all. They will collect and they will take from the plants only. Also they want, whenever they want to hide, to catch the prey or to escape, to catch and or escape, both. Whenever they want to escape from the enemies or they want to catch their prey, for both they need to hide, they need the plants. And one more very important thing is there, as usual. See, so just you imagine the same deer and lion which we discussed now. Same deer and lion, they are living in the forest. So now you know that deer has to eat the grass or plants, and it is hiding and it is escaping from the lion. It is getting oxygen from the plants, are giving the oxygen for it. Yes. And also whenever it want to take rest, it is taking shelter, and these all are happening. But one more important use is also there, children. Can you think, if suppose there is no rain in that forest area, what will happen? For many years there is no rain, the forest will become dry area and no plants will grow. So rain is also important, not only for us, for the animals also, they depend on the rain. So when rain falls, the plants will grow, fruits will be there, flowers will be there, birds can suck the nectar, butterflies can suck the nectar, all the insects, all the animals, all the big or small, they also need the rain. Then only they will get the water. First of all, the pond, river, wherever they are living nearby, they need water to drink. And also the plant should grow so that they can get the food from that. So bringing rain. So to get the rain also, the animals depend on plant. See how the animals depend on plants, not only human beings. We are depending on the plants for various purpose. We learned in the previous class, right? So many uses we saw. How plants providing us many things like the wood, medicines and all. So here see, even the animals, not only the plant eating, even the flesh eating animals also. See, we learned the food chain in the third class, no? The food chain will start with the grass only. So if plant eating animals are not getting the plants, the flesh eating animals will not get those animals like rabbit or deer. So those animals will die. And how the lion, tiger, cheetah will get their food. So all the animals directly or indirectly, they depend on plants. They depend on plants for their food. even though they are flesh eating, and indirectly they are depending on the plants. Plant eating animals directly they are depending, and for their shelter and for to get the oxygen for breathing, they too need the air, no oxygen to breathe. And also to build some materials, to building materials they need the materials, so that also from the plant only they'll get. And also whenever they want to hide from the enemies, and whenever they want to hide and go and get their prey, or both the prey means the food they what they want to eat, or predators means which are coming to attack, or both they need the plants. And also by now you all know that trees help in bringing rainfall, so even the animals need rainfall, then only they will get the water to drink, and also the plants will grow well so that they can get their food. Yes children, see even the how useful are plants on the earth, and also see how we are depending on each other. Without plants we cannot, it is not possible for us to live. Now let us see in detail some more examples we'll take, and we will see how the plants are. For each one we'll see one animal how they are depending on the plant for their food, shelter and all. Shall we start children? Yes. Now first we will rabbit. So rabbits food is what children? The rabbits are fond of carrots, right? So they are depending on plants for food. Yes, for depending on food. And for shelter, so which you can see so many animals live on the tree only. Shall we take squirrel children? Squirrel, they live on the trees only. Yes, they live on trees. Even many insects all live on the trees, right? And even some of them make holes, and the snakes you see they will make the hole in the trees and they will live. So to live for the shelter also, some of the animals, like example just a squirrel I wrote, even snakes you can write, many birds also live on the trees, right? Monkeys also, you have seen no monkeys all the time happily they will be hanging on the trees. Next, so food, shelter, then escaping from animals. So we will take elephant. See elephant, no elephants also even though they are big, they will hide from their predators, hide in the back of the there is a grass called elephant grass in some of the countries, there they will hide. And you will see such a big elephant also can hide under the grass. Even you can see cheetahs, leopards, their body will help them to mix with the grass, and so that they can go and attack their enemies to get their prey to get the food. So different animals for hiding, they will hide under grass to get there, so to escape. This is for to escape from the enemies. Also the animals need the plants. Yes children. Now so some birds will take the tailor bird. For example, you all know that tailor bird or weaver bird, they make beautiful nest. To make nest also, that is the again it is a shelter only, building materials. To get the building materials, the birds from where they'll get? From the plants only. Leaves only, no tailor birds will stitch. So to make their house, to get the building materials also, they need the plants. And all the animals, right from the small to big, all the animals, we can take any one. Cow, you take cow. So you are having a cow at home, you are giving grass, you are giving water, everything. But the cow, if you keep in a room where there is no air, will it live? You keep in a shed, there is no aeration, the cow will die. So all the animals need the air. So from the air they will take the oxygen. Yes, all the animals need oxygen to breathe. So that from where they will get? From the plants only. And even rain is important for every living thing. So that is also we get from the plants children. Now do you think that these all so many plants we learned that plants give everything to the animals. Do plants depend on animals for anything? Just think. Do plants also depend on animals for anything? Yes children, you will be surprised to learn that even they also depend on animals. See, this is a plant, and here is any one animal. You can an animal. See, plants give oxygen. Yes, to the animals for living. And animals give carbon dioxide for the plants to make their food. See, plant has to live. To live, it has to prepare the food. This is the animal, this is the plant. See, plants give oxygen to the, this is giving oxygen to the animals, and animals give carbon dioxide to the plants. See how we are depending on each other. Plants give us so many things, but even then, even plants also depend on animals for getting the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide they will use it for preparing their food. So we depend on, see the wonder on the earth, we depend on each other. That is why this should be, that is called balance in nature. That's why we should not disturb anything, so that they will get the carbon dioxide and we will get the oxygen, and we can, and rain will be there on time, plants will grow well, food we will get, everything will be proper. That's why we should not disturb. If we start cutting, what will happen? We should start cutting the trees all the time. We are going and for some or other purpose we are cutting. The animals will not, they will lose their home, right? And they will not know where to live, and they will enter the cities. And they will not get the food, proper food, and they will die. So once they start dying, then it is going to affect the plants only. Plants won't get the carbon dioxide to make their food. So this, we should not disturb the nature. We should not disturb the nature, so that everything will go fine. So when we disturb, their forest is their home. So when we go and spoil the forest, that will be very dangerous for the human beings, because they can enter the cities and attack, and also they will die because of hunger. Yes, children. So that is why it is very important to save the nature. Yes. Now let us see what is given in your textbook. So in textbook, please take out your textbook, and you can see that you can see the bird's nest. See how it twigs are used by the bird to make the nest, and also you can see how the leopard is hiding. What for it is hiding? To go and attack and get the prey. It is food, no? So somehow they are flesh eating also. They depend on plants for various reasons. Now we will try to complete your S3. As usual, we have to complete the S3, no children? S3 you can take and you can write the date. And the first question, imagine that you are a squirrel. Write a paragraph that states how important plants are for your survival. So I wrote the bird web, no? So many ways we are, animals are depending on the plants for food, for shelter, for hiding from enemies, to get the oxygen, also to get rain. So you can, on your own words, you can complete this. First one, imagine you are a squirrel. If I am a squirrel, I will get the food from, like that you can make on your own, and you have to complete it. Yes, children, S3. First one is for your own. You are a squirrel now. You imagine how you are going to depend on the plants. Second question we will see, children. Write 4 sentences to state how animals depend on plants. Just now I wrote different animals, how they are depending. You can also do that. Just 1, 2 I will write. Remaining you are going to write. Yes, children, see they gave that. Holes in trees provide shelter to many snakes. Like that you write, birds will nest using plant parts. No, they make the nest using the plant parts. Cow eat grass. Cow eat grass. Rabbit eat carrots, which we get from the, so these animals depend on plants. Cow eat grass. This you can write. And any other 2 animals you only select on your own, and you can complete that also, children. Then third question, plants also depend on animals. Do you agree? Give reason. Just now I said. Why plants depend on animals? Plants depend on animals for the, what for? To get, plants depend on animals to get carbon dioxide. So using carbon dioxide, they will make their, using carbon dioxide, plants make their food. No, plants make their food. Yes, no, children? Plants make their food. So I hope that you can, with this you can These three questions are very simple. By reading the textbook, you can complete the S3, children. So today, what have we learned? We learned how animals are depending on plants, but the end we also learned that how even plants are depending on animals. Again, I repeat, animals depend on plants for their food, shelter, to build their home. Building materials also they get from there, and for the oxygen to breathe, and also to hide from their enemies, and also to hide and catch their food. For both purposes the animals need the plants, and apart from this, even all the animals depend on plants for getting the rainfall. And how plants are going to depend on animals? Plants depend on animals to get the carbon. I think this you are unable to see. I'll write it up. See, why plants depend on animals for getting carbon dioxide. So why carbon dioxide? So using carbon dioxide, plants make their food. See, some animals we discuss now, cow, like deer, squirrel, like that. You select some of the animals' names and you write how they are depending on the plants for their either for food or escaping from the enemies or getting the prey. Prey means prey, and it's not praying to God. See, prey means getting their food. Getting prey, P-R-E-A. Prey means food. They're getting their food. Predators. Predators means they'll go and attack. Like lion and tiger are predators. They'll go and attack the deer and rabbits to get their food. So, these all you again after watching the video, you read your textbook. Picture you see leopard picture is there, the nest picture is there. Then you can see even the nest is very important for a bird to lay its egg also, no, so that only the it will hatch into another chick. So these all you read and complete the S3 on your own, and then you can in your A4 sheet you can write some 10 animals and how they are depending on plants. You can write and keep it ready before the next class. We'll meet in the next class, children. Thank you, children.